Blue Springs, Missouri is one of the best school districts in the Kansas City metro, at least according to niche.com rankings. Now, we are in front of a new construction home. Come on inside, but if you stick around to the end, we are gonna see a different home in Blue Springs that's over 5,000 square feet. All right, come on inside. You're gonna like this house. I'm gonna just show it to you right now because I think that this house is just incredible. First, you have the engineered hardwood floors. Beautiful, gorgeous as you come in. I like a darker floor color, and if you do too, this is going to be a perfect color and perfect home for you. Now come through here, and this is just a massive living area. You've got a gas fireplace and just these cathedral-like ceilings. Of course, we're gonna get up to the catwalk in a little bit, and you're gonna wanna stick around because the basement in this house is also incredible. But before we get there, let's come over here into the kitchen. I know a lot of you ask, what about the kitchen? What about the kitchen? Because the kitchen is the heart of the home. You have quartz countertops, beautiful quartz countertops with dark accents in this kitchen. You've got a 60/40 sink. You've got gas stove along with your microwave and oven. Of course, a place for your refrigerator. And the nice thing is a semi-hidden walk-in pantry for all your groceries and everything that you need to keep this kitchen well stocked. On this side, you've got a really classy chandelier for your eat-in kitchen area. Put a large dining room table here and just enjoy the family memories that you can make. Almost Thanksgiving time, almost time to stuff your face. This would be the perfect house to do it in. A couple bonus rooms at the front that some places don't have. First, if you come through here, this is a really cool desk area that has the same quartz countertops as your kitchen. So if you wanted to do some work here, this is probably a place maybe where you wouldn't be doing a lot of like deep work, but you would probably be organizing your bills, you know, returning mail, all of that stuff. Nice countertop to have all that stuff here. Now, if you come here, this is a place where you would want to spend a lot of time. It's a very unique feature, built-in desk right here. All you need is your swivel chair, put it right here, and you have a desk setup that is immediately ready to go, including built-in soft close drawers on your office. And then last but not least is the first of the 5 bedrooms in this massive new construction home. This bedroom is facing the front of the house, would easily accommodate a queen size bed. Now this area is called the Pines of Blue Springs, and it's a newer subdivision. It's a mix of newer and older. As we're gonna see later, we're gonna see a couple of subdivisions like this where they're building new houses in Blue Springs and they are also reselling old ones. The reason is, like I mentioned before, this is one of the best school districts in the metro. A lot of people want to be here because of the schools. This is not my opinion. You can go online, look this up for yourself, go on niche.com. You can see it's consistently rated in the very high bracket of school systems in Kansas City. And there are a lot of people wanting to move here, so they're needing to build more homes, and a lot of people who are selling their houses. So if you either want to build or you want to buy an existing home in Blue Springs, 8164-MOVE-KC is our number. Reach out and we would be more than happy to help you navigate all that. This is a brand new house and all the features are done. But if you want custom features on a new house, you're gonna need to call us, especially before the house is finished. Come this way and we're gonna see the primary suite. It's large and there's a primary bathroom attached to it. So come in here. Okay, like I said, very large primary suite. This is where you'd put your king size bed along with these incredible windows that let in a ton of light. I love waking up to sunlight. I love it when I can just naturally line up my rhythms with the rising and setting of the sun. This would definitely help. You have a ton of windows in here. You also have a tiered ceiling just to make this bedroom seem just that little bit bigger, which is always nice in a bedroom where you're gonna spend a lot of your time. Now come around through here and we have a primary bathroom. This primary has double vanity and quite a large soaking tub. Now the trend nowadays is not to put in jetted tubs, but to put in soaking tubs. Reason being is because soaking tubs are easier to maintain. Jetted tubs are a thing of like the 80s and the 90s. I had a client who was asking me about that. So nice new soaking tub with shiplap accents. This shower can accommodate multiple people. So you have 2 shower heads And of course, it's nicely tiled. One nice little feature that I like about this shower is you have a couple little shelves to keep your soap, your shampoo, whatever it is you need in this shower. If you step through here, you've got brand new, massive walk-in closet. You've got enough room for all the clothes that you could possibly fit inside this closet. And the nicest thing about this closet is not just the massive size, but also the convenient location. Of course, you're right off the primary bathroom, but then you flow into this laundry room right here. So once you are done with your clothes, after you change into your pajamas, throw your dirty work clothes in the laundry right here. You've got your washer, dryer set up with a nice laundry sink. This is the door from the garage, but you immediately come in and you have a great mudroom area. If you have kids like mine, once they get inside, especially on rainy days, especially on days where muddy outside, then you want them to take off their shoes as soon as possible. This is a great place for them to do it so that you have a very minimal mess to clean up, tuck their shoes underneath in these cubbies, and be on your way. Hang their coats right here, because if your kids are anything like mine, we can never find their clothes. Come upstairs this beautiful winding staircase up to this awesome catwalk. This catwalk has an incredible blend of accessibility, but also, you know, thinking about my kids, if we lived in this house, what they would do is they would take their, Spider-Man toys or Hot Wheels and just kind of drop them off here. That would be a lot of fun. The parachute, those parachute toys that you can kind of throw off that float down, great catwalk for it. You can throw them off either side, right? Really cool. And also just a really cool view of what's going on downstairs, right? If you've got guests over, if you've got, this is just a great view of the entirety of your house. You can even see all the way into your dining room. So I love catwalks like this. It just gives the house just that extra sense of character. Now, if you look on this side, you can see really cool wooden chandelier, match the wooden accents throughout the home. Now, I know that before we mentioned there's an office downstairs, but if I lived here, this is where I would make my office. The reason is I like my office to be more accessible, and of course that means less productivity because my kids will come in and say, "Hey Dad, what are you doing?" But I like that connectivity to the rest of the house. This is just tucked away enough that if my kids were playing downstairs, I could hear them, but they wouldn't be all up in my business. You could put a nice desk here. Another great thing this would be for is a reading nook. Put a nice reading chair here, plenty of light, plenty of privacy, plenty of shelves to put your books. Of course, on this side, you have a full bathroom. So the person staying here has a full bathroom dedicated to just their needs. And then here you have a good sized bedroom that has a little reading nook right in here if you wanted to use it for that too. And then also enough room for a king size bed that you could put here. Coming across this catwalk, we had 2 bedrooms downstairs. There are 3 bedrooms up here, so there's 2 more to see, and then we're gonna see the massive basement, and then we're gonna head out to the rest of Blue Springs. So coming through here, man, super surprising how big this bedroom is. This is a huge secondary bedroom, and this closet is also massive. We're gonna get to that in a little bit. It might be even bigger. It might be even bigger than the primary closet. But for this room, it's a unique shape because it's accommodating the curve of the grand staircase, as it were. But what's nice about this is not only the closet, you do have a Jack and Jill style bathroom. Check out this closet off of this bedroom. Have you seen such a large closet for a secondary bedroom? This is the perfect place for your teenage daughter. This is the perfect place for your, clothes obsessed college age son or whatever whoever's gonna stay here. It's just so much room. Also for me, for my kids who are younger, this would be an awesome playroom. Honestly, this goes far beyond a closet and the space that you need for a closet. How many clothes can you actually wear, right? But this would be an awesome playroom. Close it up, forget about your kids. Of course, take care of your kids, but close it up and just let them play in here. All right, come through here, and like I mentioned before, Jack and Jill style bathroom. That you have your sink here, and of course you could close off this door in order to have your own privacy if you're using the water closet. If you're showering, this can be completely closed off. And then if you come through here, we're gonna see the last bedroom on the second level. This bedroom is not quite as big as the previous bedroom, but there is a very useful and usable reading nook. Come through here, you could put one, like pretty sizable chair right in front of this window, and this would be a perfect place to enjoy a book. Also has a walk-in closet as well. So before we head back downstairs and head to the basement, I'm going to show you this area, which you might be wondering, what's this for? Well, a lot of people with these, areas, these shelves on these stairs, they'll put a plant here. You have an outlet there, so you can put, you can put even a little Christmas tree, right? It's November, it's getting close to Christmas. You can put whatever you want on this, and you have power, which is really cool. Come downstairs and let me show you, before we get down to the basement, let me show you this patio and this outdoors, because it is really, really cool, and you're not gonna wanna miss this feature of the house. See, I told you this is a cool place to spend time. It is very, very private back here. You could have a outdoor kitchen patio set, and the reason that it's so private is because this massive retaining wall that they had to build in order to build this property on level ground. Now, what's nice about this is that, number one, it's a fence, right? I have young kids. I don't want them running off into the street. I don't have to fence a lot of this property in order to make it entirely fenced in. If you have kids, if you have dogs, I mean, this retaining wall is really, really nice. It's brand new. And also too, you think about the amount of dirt that they had to move in order to build this house. I mean, this is pretty impressive behind me. Let's head downstairs to the basement. Have you ever seen such a large unfinished area? I mean, for scale, look how small I look in this area. Of course, the potential here is unlimited. One of the things that I thought of is, my kids have recently gotten into playing baseball. This would be a great place for them to come downstairs and throw the baseball around. There's not much to break down here. It's all concrete. Another thing I thought about too is if your kids are like into hockey, this would be like a cool little hockey rink or something like that. Roller hockey, or just, running around pretending to play hockey. But of course, you could finish it. This would just give your house so much more added square footage. I mean, over here where there's no windows, go ahead and put a theater, right? Put a projector, finish this out, put a projector right here, and you've got, completely blackened, darkened theater all the way in the back. Really awesome. Over here, put another bedroom. I mean, 6 bedrooms, that's large. And we're also in a place where people value, the school districts, right? You have kids, you have young family, put another bedroom here and never run out of space. This could be your house for 30 years, right? Over here, stubbed for a bathroom. If you wanted, put a bathroom down here so that you never have to leave this basement. And then two, one of the nice things about this doesn't occur in every new build, 2 separate brand new HVAC systems. One controls the upper level, one controls the lower level. This is incredible quality, and guess what? It is less than $700,000. $699,500 gets you this brand new build in Blue Springs, one of the most desirable areas in the Kansas City metro. Let's go check out the neighborhood, and then let's go see the rest of Blue Springs. So I told you that we are gonna check out the Pines of Blue Springs. Like I said, this is a fairly established neighborhood, as you can see behind me and with the drone footage, but you can also get this new construction. Again, under $700,000 gets you into this well-established neighborhood. Look behind me, you've got more established trees. That's one of the main critiques of new build communities, especially when somebody just takes raw land and raw dirt and starts to develop it. They have to put in the trees, and it takes a while for them to get mature. So if you want something that is already well established and you have that immediate sense of community, you don't necessarily have a ton of construction going on right next to your door, this might be a place you would want to consider. Now again, stick around till the end. We're going to go to another well-established neighborhood with a house with 5,000 square foot of living space. So if you thought that house was big, this house that we're going to see at the end will be much, much bigger. So maybe you saw the first house that we walked through and you're just like, man, I can't afford a house that's close to $700,000. Well, don't worry, we got you. We are in Moreland Village, where houses here range in the $300,000 to $400,000 area. It's a nice quiet area, as you can see. It's got sidewalks, which is a perk. I mean, it's got sidewalks on one side, maybe not on both sides, which is a nice perk in Kansas City. And we are here today at this house. It's a 4-bedroom house that's about 1,800 square feet. Perfect starter home, perfect, move up home. A lot of things that this home can fulfill. So come with me and let's go inside this home and see it's freshly renovated, really beautifully done. As you come inside, you'll see it's a split level home. As you immediately walk in, you're coming into stairs that both go up and down. Let's go upstairs first because you're gonna see this is just a nicely done renovation. Interestingly enough, I mean, this exact floor plan is a very common floor plan in Kansas City. You can get them in new builds. There's plenty of new builds that have this floor plan. Basically, how this floor plan is laid out is you have this living area, you've got kitchen, 2 bedrooms on this side, your primary bedroom on this side. So let's start with this open living area. You can see you've got picture windows that let in a ton of light. I know a lot of people, there's certain trends that go in and out. Some people like open concepts, some people don't. Some people like a more cozy home with smaller rooms, and some people don't. But everybody likes natural light. Nobody wants to live in a dark house, and this house has plenty of natural light. You've also got a nice fireplace and mantle, along with a place to mount your television. This is a great entertainment setup that does kind of flow into the kitchen very nicely. So with this kitchen, you do have an eat-in area. You've got this kitchen table. I mean, it's a 4-seater. Maybe you could put 6 on each end, depending on how they make these split-level homes, not only just in Blue Springs, but in other areas of the metro. You can have kitchens that are slightly bigger and slightly smaller. Of course, they vary a lot in degree. Now, come over here, and you're gonna see this nicely renovated kitchen with really, nice details that make it just ready to go. You got the gold accented hardware and handles. You've got nice granite countertops, which is always a plus, especially if you're gonna be cooking a lot. The first house that we lived in Kansas City, my wife accidentally put a hot pot on our, Formica countertops. Burned a hole right through it. Probably still there to this very day, unless somebody, did the renovation on that kitchen, which is unlikely because, we still own it as a rental, so we didn't renovate it, but that countertop still burned from that area, but you're not gonna need to worry about that with granite countertops. Another thing too is this kitchen, the footprint is pretty tidy, pretty efficient use of space, so you don't have to walk very far to go from your food prep to your stove to your cleaning. You've got an over the range microwave, which is really convenient, nice. A lot of these are vented so that you can, if you're cooking a pot of pasta or something like that and you want the smoke to be vented, you can turn on the vent there. What is also nice too is if you're the one who does the dishes in the house, then standing here doing the dishes, of course you've got your dishwasher there, but standing here doing the dishes, you have a nice window on both sides so that you can see the rest of the neighborhood. And we're gonna go out to the backyard and show you what the neighborhood looks like, because Moreland Village is just a nice place to live. All right, come on outside and check out Moreland Village. Now, a lot of people who come to these more suburban areas of Kansas City, one of the things that they don't expect is how much you can feel, how interconnected you can feel with your neighbors. Now, from here, you can see a lot of different neighbors. Now, that's up to you if you like that. I think, I do enjoy living in a subdivision like this. I used to live in a very similar area in Gladstone where you had a bunch of neighbors where you can see them. Now, what's nice is that this has a privacy fence, so if you want a little bit more privacy, they're not all up in your business. And also too, from here, I see 2 pools, okay? My favorite type of pool is a type of pool that I don't own, but it's still near enough to me that if I make friends with the neighbors, I can go over there, have my kids hop in the pool and relax. You don't have to maintain the pool. Now, I would expect that one of the things that Moreland Village would be known for is just accommodating neighbors, friendly people, and that's just Blue Springs and the greater Kansas City area in general. Walk through here and you've got this primary suite, which is really good size for this price point home. Now, I didn't tell you the price yet, and that's a reason I want to make sure that you keep watching until the very end of this tour, and I will tell you the price because you might be surprised or you might think it's overpriced. So right now, comment below, what do you think this home should be going for in the Kansas City metro? So first thing to notice is you've got this really cool wallpaper. It's textured to be, you know, kind of reptilian skin or lizard skin, or I don't know, crocodile skin, I'm not sure, but does make it a very striking look. You've also got a coffered ceiling that has this gold accented ceiling fan. And you know, I like it when somebody does a renovation or somebody has a house and they're thinking about how the rest of the place will tie together. So you've got gold ceiling fan, you already saw gold accents in the kitchen, gold chandelier, kind of cool. It all ties together. In this primary bedroom, you also have very large windows that face the rest of your neighborhood so that you can see kind of what's going on out there. Really nice, and also, like I said before, having natural light in a bedroom is a must for me. Coming through here, this is the primary bathroom. So if you were to live here, this is your main bathroom. First, you've got double vanities, right? The double vanities, of course, note the gold accents again. And you've got enough storage to keep his and hers area separate, okay? Over here, you've got a very large jetted tub on this side along with the shower. Obviously, you can't always be taking a bath, and sometimes you need to get in and out quickly. So that's the tub and that's the shower. Through here, you've got a walk-in closet in which you can have plenty of space to hang your shoes or your clothes, your shoes, your dresses, whatever it is you use. And then behind me is the water closet with the toilet. Okay, over on the other side, you got 2 more bedrooms. And all of these bedrooms do have a bathroom that, you know, people living in here can use. This area is a laundry closet so that you can have laundry on the level in which most of your bedrooms are. Really convenient so that you don't have to go up and down any type of stairs. Now, this is not a lot of stairs to go down, especially in a split level home like this, but you always want to make the best use of your time. Laundry closet here. Okay, bedroom number 1. This bedroom can easily accommodate a queen size bed and does have a closet. The nice thing about these bedrooms is if you have young kids like me, it is on the same level as the primary. A lot of these newer builds, they put the primary on one level and then they put the bedrooms on others, like the new build that we just saw. But you know, if your kids are young like mine, my oldest is 5, and they all go down, they go 5, 3, and less than 1. I would want my kids on the same level as me. Now, maybe you're at a different stage of life, maybe you don't have kids, all of that doesn't matter. We can help you find the house for you. Again, 816-4-MOVE-KC. This last bedroom down the hall is just a little bit bigger than that last bedroom. Could easily accommodate a queen or maybe even a king size bed, along with a closet as well. And this is the bedroom that I would put, probably my oldest kid, maybe my oldest and my second oldest would share this bedroom, and the youngest would be in the nursery on the other side. Now let's see the bathroom right in the hallway. Now remember, this is only 1,800 square feet. And if you stick around to the end, we're gonna see a 5,000 square foot house in Blue Springs. Absolutely massive house. But you come in here, you've got pretty simple bathroom. You've got vanity, toilet, and your tub shower combo. Now if you want extra living space, you have it down here. This is a massive room. So if you come here, you can see just a huge room. This is a great entertainment room, theater room, it could be a game room. You could put a pool table down here. Really anything that you wanted to do with this room, you could. Utility room. The best part about this room is that if you turn this into a pseudo bedroom, that's not conforming because there's no closet. If you look around, you'll see. But you come in here, you do have a full bath just right below the other full bath. So 3 full bathrooms in this property. The last thing is this bedroom on the lower level. Now come in here and I want to show you something. The reason that this can be called a bedroom is because this window is low enough to provide egress to this room. And also you do have a closet right under the stairs here. So now that you've seen this whole house in Moreland Village, it is on the market right now for $357,900. This is Lake Giacomo. Remember I said there's a ton of things to do in Blue Springs. It's not gonna be as densely populated or as dense as the downtown Kansas City in terms of things to do, but Lake Giacomo is a huge attraction in Blue Springs. It was a man-made reservoir As you can see behind me, there's boating, there's fishing, some beaches, there's swimming. I'm sure that you can find a beach to swim, but it's not gonna be primarily a swimming reservoir. There's definitely boating, there's fishing, there's paddle boarding, there's jet skiing, all sorts of different things that you can do here. I do know from a former client who fishes Lake Jacomo a lot, there's crappie, I think there's smallmouth bass. So I'm not 100% the best fisherman, so don't take my word for it, but this is just a great attractive area. I'll tell you a quick story. When we first came to Kansas City and we were checking this area out, which I always recommend to you to do if you're coming here to move. I take people all the time around that have called us and want a tour of Kansas City and the houses that they're looking at when they're considering a move. I would love to put together like a PDF for you of places to visit. Lake Jacomo is one of them because, as you can see, it's a really pretty area. It's a really pretty lake. But we came out here, we didn't know anything about the area, and we just kind of enjoyed a sunset out here. This is a great place to do that. Lake Jacomo, very attractive area. We are in the Stone Creek neighborhood. Stone Creek is a pretty diverse neighborhood of all sorts of homes. This is the area where you can get a villa. If you don't know what a villa is in Kansas City, it's a maintenance provided home. So of course you own the home. You don't necessarily, depending on the HOA laws and how the bylaws are written, you don't necessarily own the land that the villa is on because that's maintained by the rest of the HOA. But in Stone Creek, we're gonna get to this 5,000 square foot home that I promised you. It's located right in a nice cul-de-sac at the very end of Stone Creek, but Stone Creek also has new build, new construction. It has homes that have been here for quite a while. So it's a very diverse, very sought after neighborhood in Blue Springs. Told you at the beginning we would check out a 5,000 square foot house in Blue Springs, and we are here. It's situated at the end of a cul-de-sac on a quiet street in the Blue Springs School District. Come on inside. It's a massive entryway with large doors. I mean, check out this blue color. I don't know if you like it or not, but obviously it's up to taste. Painted very nicely. Come inside, and you're gonna notice that we immediately come into this magnificent atrium area. So if you look, you've got very high 20+ foot ceilings, you've got chandeliers, you've got basically everything that you could possibly want in such a large house. The presence, the ambiance of coming into this house is like no other. Now, stick around to the end and I'll tell you the price, because you might be surprised at how much you could get this house for. Come over here and we have a hearthside room, I think this is commonly called. Reason being is because it has a fireplace. Now, you might be wondering what's up with this fireplace. Well, chances are this was once a functioning fireplace, but they replaced it with an electric one that does not require a flue or any type of venting. So that's probably what they did here, and they just took it out. You've got these sconces that provide a cool touch to the house as well. And then you've got another chandelier on this area. So you could use this for a couple of things. You could use this as a hearthside room. You could use this as a dining room, although I think you could probably use this best as a living room. So come through here, and if you want like a formal dining area, this is what this was designed for. The only reason that we said the other place could be is because it has a lower chandelier, but this is where you'd put a round table so that you could have your formal dinners. And then you have your china cabinet. Not sure if this comes with the house or not, but that's gonna be one of the things that you're gonna wanna clarify. When you come and buy a house with us, we will tell you exactly what comes with the house and what doesn't. And if you want something in a real estate purchase, just let us know and we can help you purchase that item along with the house. 8164-MOVE-KC, as you know, is our number, the best way to reach us to get anything in the Kansas City metro. Come through here and we get to this really magnificent kitchen. Before we get there, we have this little, I would use this as a coffee bar area, kind of morning coffee, overlooks your beautiful lawn. You put a small standing table here or a bar-sized table here. I think that'd be the perfect spot for that. And then come through here and you can see You've got tons of counter space. All right, check out this cool little sink. That's really awesome too. You've got beautiful granite countertops, large amount of counter space for all of your kitchen prep meal needs. Anything that you could possibly need that could be prepped out here can be done here. And then on the other side, of course, you've got your main sink. This is probably just a sink for washing fruits and vegetables or anything that you're prepping. So you've got your main sink here. You've got 2 dishwashers, which I think is an unusual touch, but a very helpful touch, especially if you're throwing these big parties in this big house. Generate a lot of dishes, need 2 dishwashers to clean them all up. Your microwave and your oven conveniently located here. And of course, this side is where the refrigerator is located, and you've got your gas stove for all you cooks out there who insist that gas is better for cooking and monitoring the temperature of your food. You've got that as well. Now, if you turn around, you'll notice, so you'll remember what we were talking about with fireplaces. There's another fireplace here. This one is a gas fireplace. It turns on with a switch, so you can conveniently flip it on and off. Let me tell you, I have a fireplace at home that's gas, but it requires a kind of manual start. And I do wish I had one that could just be turned on with a switch. It'd be so much more convenient, save my back, save my knees, you know, bending over, hitting the pilot light, all that stuff. Don't need to do that here. Very easy, very convenient. Come over on this side. You can see yet another area where you could put a dining room table if you wanted to. Again, a round table would be perfect for here. Underneath this lower chandelier, that'd be a great spot to have a kind of an eat-in kitchen if that's what you want. Now, with a 5,000 square foot home, you're gonna have a lot of people living here. And so that's why you have so many different dining areas. You can pick where you wanna eat. You can pick where you wanna relax. This house is 5,000 square feet for a reason. It can accommodate so many people, so many guests, so many parties. This is another room that I would probably use this as a TV room, you know, a kind of theater. You could put an L-shaped couch on the side, and then you have your television up there. You've got yet another fireplace. That's 3 now, if you're counting, in this beautiful house. And this area is just gonna be a great entertainment area right off your kitchen. Follow me right off the kitchen and let's check out this porch area. I think it's really cool. Coming outside, you've got a porch with a seating area, and it's covered. So it does rain here in Kansas City. It rains sometimes quite a bit. We just came through a stretch of a week where it was raining probably 3 or 4 out of the 5 days. And this would be a great space to spend a rainy day. You would be able to enjoy the pitter patter of rain and still stay very dry. This is just a fantastic area. I would love a covered area like this in my own house where you could have guests out, you could have barbecues, very useful space. And below us is gonna be more useful space, but in order to see that, you're gonna wanna stick around till the very end of the tour. Okay, come around here. We're gonna start heading upstairs, but before we get there, you do have a half bath downstairs off the kitchen, off the dining areas that services all your guests that you don't wanna be using the bathrooms upstairs. This is gonna be the bathroom for them. Come on with me and we're gonna get to the first bedroom that is actually on the main floor. Now this bedroom is a little bit smaller, so I'd probably best utilize it as an office. I would just call it a bedroom because it does have all the requisite features of a bedroom that make it an actual bedroom. So you can see it's kind of narrower. You could fit a twin size bed in this room if you wanted to. Maybe a full probably would be a little bit tight for a queen, but you know what this would be perfect for? If you put a desk right in the middle of this would be a great office. It does have a closet, and of course it does have egress, so it is a conforming bedroom, but it's just shaped and probably intended to be an office. Let's go upstairs and we're gonna see the other 4 bedrooms located on the second story. Before we get upstairs, check out this large picture window with the colonial style grid. I mean, this window must be 7 feet tall. This is really an incredible spot to let natural light in. Great view outside of the cul-de-sac to see what's going on in the neighborhood. Really cool landing area here. Let's move to this side and we're gonna see 2 bedrooms at the end of the hall. And you're gonna see they're pretty sizable. They're pretty large, adequate for anything that you would need them to be used for. This one even features a double closet. So if you have somebody in your family that has tons of clothes, this is where you would put them. You could easily fit a queen size bed in here. King might be a little bit tight, but it would be doable if you wanted to. And then of course, nice window facing the front. You can see all the way down this cul-de-sac. This is a true Jack and Jill bathroom. You have your pocket door that can slide in and out so that you can have your own privacy. And if you come through, you'll see This bedroom has a double vanity and the water closet is right over there. Bedroom number 2 upstairs, about the same size as the first one. You've got the same double closet. Of course, the view in this one features the backyard instead of the front. And you know, this big house is great because like we said before in the videos, Blue Springs is known for the strength of its school districts. Like I said before, it's not my opinion. If you go to niche.com that ranks all the Kansas City school districts, Blue Springs is typically always safely in the top 10, sometimes depending on when you're watching this, in the top 2 or 3 sometimes. I've even seen it ranked as number 1. Now it's different than Blue Valley, which is in Overland Park, so you're gonna wanna make that differentiation if you are looking to move to the Kansas City area. Now you won't believe it, but if you come on this side, the primary bedroom also has a fireplace. We're gonna wait a little bit to get to that, but before that, let's pop into the third bedroom upstairs. Now, if I was a kid, this is the bedroom that I would choose. Number 1, because it has some unique features to it. You have cool built-in shelving. So I used to collect toys and Pokemon cards. This would be a good place to display them. Number 2, it has a nice view of the backyard. For some reason, I didn't like a view of the front yard. When I grew up, I would always want a view of the backyard, and this has that. And number 3, and probably the biggest reason, is that this bedroom has its own bathroom. So if you come here, you'll see this bathroom has everything that you could possibly need. And the nicest thing is that whoever's sleeping in this bedroom does not have to share this bathroom with anybody. You've got a tub shower combo, of course your toilet and your vanity, all accessible and all private only to you. Now we're gonna see the primary, but before we get there, take a look at this. Laundry on the main level where most of the bedrooms are is always a huge convenience. You've got a countertop that underneath goes your washer and your dryer. You've also got a sink. You know, the other day my son fell down, had a bloody nose, bled all over my nice white shirt, and had to get it in the kitchen sink to wash out all the stains. This is nice because you have a dedicated laundry sink. I would have loved that, right? You got that right here. And then it's right outside your primary bedroom, which has a lot of really cool features that you won't expect in other primary bedrooms. We're gonna see the primary bathroom in just a little bit, but if you come through here, the first feature that I told you is that it has this built-in fireplace. So if you want a lazy day, like for example, you come into this house, you have a big family, that family goes to school, and you just want to relax in your nice, cozy primary bedroom, turn this on and just have a nice, relaxing day in front of your fire, especially now. It's getting colder in Kansas City. Fall is here, the leaves are changing. It's gonna be very cold soon, but this primary bedroom having this fireplace is a great feature. Second feature that is nice about this primary is you've got this kind of sitting transition area that is some usable space. You could put some bookcases here, you could put nightstands here, you could put a wardrobe here and have it all in your primary bedroom. And then if you come through here, you've got a really cool primary bathroom. This bathroom is massive. First, you've got a very large jetted tub. So if you really want to relax and unwind, turn on the jets, fill up the tub, just relax. This is awesome. As you come through the door, you can see you've got a massive, massive walk-in closet. This closet has enough room for 3 or 4 people to put their clothes, especially if you have as little clothes as I do. And what's nice about it is that you don't have to get your clothes jumbled because you could put your women's clothes here, men's clothes over there, shoes over here, really well organized. Come on this side and you'll have a vanity that you only see in Hollywood. You've got these bright lights that make you look just as beautiful as you are. You could put a stool here, get ready in the morning, put your makeup on, gel your hair, or if you're like me, do nothing, just roll out of bed and get going. So that's what this is for. And then come through here, you not only have that tub, but you've also got a shower. You can't always be taking a bath, obviously, so you've got a shower. You've got your water closet behind me. And over here, you've got a nice dual vanity with another area where you could get ready. So 2 people can easily be getting ready at the same time. Now let's go down to the basement. It is expansive there. And again, stick around till the end and I'll tell you the price of this home. Now, if you're counting fireplaces, I think this is fireplace number 4. Incredible to have 4 fireplaces in one house. On this side, you have another entertainment area. So of course you could put up a very large, big screen TV, so that you could entertain all your friends and family downstairs. So it'll also be a good theater room because it is in the basement and it's located in a spot where a lot of natural light doesn't absolutely just pour into the windows. So you only have a few windows back here that you need to block off if you want a great theater experience. And man, look how expansive this basement is. It's just massive. You've got all this living space. And like I said, 5,000 square feet. Have you ever seen a house this big for, and again, stick around, I'll give you the price. Come over here. Coming down here, surprising, right? I mean, you've got another kitchen area. This kitchen area is not like a lot of kitchen areas that we see even in brand new builds, because some kitchen areas are just like a wet bar, right? Just a sink and maybe a place for a fridge. But this one is a full kitchenette. I mean, this could be a fully fledged kitchen in and of itself in maybe a smaller apartment or condo in Kansas City. First, you've got microwave, and then you've got electric stove with an oven downstairs. So you think of Thanksgiving dinners, if you've got a ham baking upstairs, take your turkey down here, whatever you want to do, right? You've got a large sink that could easily be used for food prep or dishes, and then you've got a fridge. You could obviously swap this fridge out for any type of fridge that you like, but man, this is a big kitchen for a basement area. Also come through here. Remember, like I said, the things that can and may or may not stay with this property. I mean, if you wanted to make an offer on this house and you wanted the foosball table to be included, you can easily write that into a contract. That's why you need to talk to a local licensed professional real estate agent, and we are ready to help you do something like this if you wanted this in the contract to when you buy this house. You've also got your treadmill here. These are all personal, this is all personal property, and you'd have to specify that you wanted these things if you bought this house. Now, if you don't want them, obviously don't include them. Behind me, you got a full bathroom that services the area. So if you had somebody sleeping in this room, which we're gonna get to, they could easily use this bathroom for everything they need. Now for this is a room that could be easily used for a guest bedroom if you wanted it to. You could sleep guests down here. This could also be like a nice office if you didn't want your office. If you wanted your office in a bigger room than that front room that we showed you, you could put your office down here. I mean, if you have a moody teenager, you can stick them down here. All sorts of options for this room. And like I said before I tell you the price, let me show you the bottom portion of the patio because I think you're gonna like it. Okay, check this place out. This place is sweet. You have over here, I mean, take a look, basketball hoop. Okay, so if you've got somebody who's your aspiring NBA or college player, they can train out here. Over here, you've got an area for covered storage. If you want to put your lawnmower, your riding lawnmower, your grill, whatever it is that you don't want to get wet, put it down here, all protected. My favorite part though is this courtyard. It's fire pit season in Kansas City. You know, the nights are about a good 55 to 60 degrees, nice and chilly, nice and cool. Leaves are changing, there's breezes. This is a great fire pit because you can gather so many people around this area. There's a retaining wall that they could sit on, but bring out all these lawn chairs and everywhere to sit on here. And the best part about this is this isn't eating into your land. You've got a large yard. You can see the swing set. You can see the rest of this place. It's a massive piece of land. Now, like I said, I will tell you the price. It is $829,000 for 5,000 square feet in one of the best school districts and best areas in the Kansas City metro. Comment below, can you get that value in the area where you live? Now, maybe you don't like Blue Springs, maybe you don't care about schools because you don't have any kids or you're not planning to have kids. Well then click on this video to see a different area.